Yo, 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 what it is, what's poppin', what it do, what's happening, what up, though? Welcome to the BiasedBS PodShow, where your opinion doesn't matter, kind of like bathroom attendants. What are you doing there? Why are you even in there?
Why is there that many people in there?
Right, why do you need that many? All right, I am your host, Brett. And this gentleman over here is my co-host and producer, Drew.
What up, what up? Happy to be here.
And today in the studio, we also have a special guest. He is a former drumline performer for the Milwaukee Bucks and for the Green Bay Packers. He is a well-known artist, rapper, and producer in the city of Milwaukee. He has collaborated with artists such as Cassidy. Ladies and gentlemen, Meccah Maloh.
What up?
Hey.
What's happening, man?
What's happening, dude?
Man. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man.
Glad to have you, bro. Glad to have you, dude.
Glad
Long
to be
time
here,
coming.
man.
Long time coming. Last
Glad to
time
be here,
we tried to have Meccah on here, we had a little quality production issue. And
It's all good, man. It's all learning. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It wasn't
And
meant to
we
be,
here now.
but
It wasn't.
but
So
the time is
Yeah.
now. So
for sure, the time is now. The time is now.
That's why it's not, man.
You can't see me. All right.
We definitely here though, man. Yo, man. Shout out to BiasedBS, man. Make sure y'all, man. If y'all watching this, we watching it, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. This podcast is lit, man. Make sure y'all check out the previous episodes too, man. I with this podcast, these dudes is hilarious. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying, man? Because like I just want to vibe with y'all, and you know what I mean. Like,
appreciate
you know,
it, man.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
man. We
definitely.
appreciate that, dude. Hell yeah.
For sure,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so usually we're gonna start the show off like we usually do. We're gonna go ahead and get into the brew review.
Let's do it. All right, today, once again, we are with somebody that we always mess with because they've been doing us right. So for our Lakefront Brewery, we are back with Lakefront Brewery right here, brewed right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We got Honey Bock. Cool looking can.
I kind of opened it up too early.
It's
Yeah.
all
it's
good,
okay.
dude.
It's all good. You're all good.
Everybody
bro.
does
Is that
it.
premature for that?
We got
Yeah,
the
it's all good. Everybody
I
does.
put it down.
We got the Honey Bock. It's a lager. It says it's with honey. This German-inspired Honey Bock was aged in bourbon barrels.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're going to crack this open and see how it
Let's
is.
try it out. Meccah already prematurely
Yeah,
cracked his
right.
open.
I
That's
didn't
okay
sip
though.
it yet. I didn't sip it yet.
Drew had 0 issues with his can today.
Yeah, for once. Finally got my can open. No problem.
Ooh, this one's a little bubbly. Nice color to it. All right, let's try her out.
Air cheers? Oh, I thought we were doing cheers.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
It's all good.
I'm
Air
still
cheese.
cheers,
Sorry.
though. I'm
You
still
didn't see
cheers.
that.
Whoa.
Hey now.
Wow. That's definitely
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
All right, we will be back later on in the episode to let you guys know our rating on the Lakefront Brewery Honey Bock. But until then, we got Meccah here with us.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Um,
Same, man.
So many people may not know, but you have your birthday's coming up. Your birthday's on, you said June 7th or June 9th, I'm sorry.
June 9th, yeah.
Tomorrow you got a show for a birthday concert at Timbuktu.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Who else you got performing with you? Who else you got showing up with you?
Star-studded lineup. Man. I got Rich P, J Love, LL Cool G, Tay Spears, RJ Riddle. Definitely got King Kamazi. My homeboy, hopefully Big Dollar Solo can come through. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm performing. I'm not missing nobody. I don't think I am. But yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's love. Everybody showing up for your birthday, man.
And oh yeah, I said J Love, right? If I didn't say J Love, yeah, J Love definitely one of the illest female MCs in Milwaukee. So it's like one of those shows where it's like I linked up with some people that I did music with before and people that I just liked their music and just put them on the show for my birthday joint. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell yeah, that's love,
it's
man.
gonna be dope.
Showing out for your birthday, man. That's what's up. I'm definitely gonna try to make it for sure. So
that burp was brought to you by.
There it is. He knows. He knows what it is. Let's go. That burp was brought to you by Lakefront Brewery, not a sponsor.
yeah.
And that was a weak one too. I didn't even want to do that
That's all
one.
good,
So. So I wanted to ask you a few questions. You know, that's probably what we're gonna do for the majority of the show. We might, probably gonna watch a few clips later and stuff like that. But so we talked last week. I don't know if you've seen this episode yet, but we talked about 2-week notices at like when you leave a job.
Mm-hmm.
Would you leave a 2-week notice, or I mean, would you give them a 2-week notice, or would you, just say, "Fuck it, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna work here anymore."
Well.
Or does it depend on the situation?
Yeah, absolutely. 1,000% depends on the kind of job you got, man. I mean, if you got a good job and you made, you were a substantial part of keeping that job afloat, and you had a good relationship with everybody at the job, even to the supervisors, to somebody that was at HUT, like somebody that was above you or somebody that was working underneath you, and you got a good rapport with them people, of course, be respectful and leave you 2 weeks notice. If it's a job that you hate and you don't really care about how everybody feel with your departure, then who cares if you leave with 2 weeks notice?
Right.
And then also, then it's like, don't, obviously, it's one of those things where, just make sure whatever other job you got is going to pay. Make sure the grass is greener for sure on the other side. Sure.
Right.
Make sure that as long as the grass is greener for sure.
Because you got to remember, once you leave that job, depending on how you left that job.
Depending on how you left, right.
Yeah, if you need that job back, I mean.
Yeah, you might not be able to come back to that job.
They're going to be like, aren't you that dude that just left and didn't tell us nothing? Like,
didn't even give us a 2-week notice?
So, like, if something doesn't work out at the other place that you thought that would be more beneficial, even though you left the other job, and they probably wanted the best for you too. They probably thought that the other situation would be more beneficial because they knew they couldn't have offered you that. So they're like, you know what, man, we'll even write you a good recommendation.
Right.
Right? And then do that, and then it's like, and then, it doesn't work out. And you can tell your job, like, hey, man, I tried it, man, this didn't work out. Here's what happened. We'll have to, man. Hey, man, open arms, man. Come back home, baby.
Right.
But if you go there like, man, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, woo-woo. And then something goes sour at the other job, no way in the Jamaica's tank top and the fat bitch leotard you're going to be able to go back and ask them for your job back. Like, it's over. Like, oh, remember when you said, fuck us, nigga? What the fuck? No, fuck you. Like, look at you coming crawling back, right?
Right.
So it's one of those things, man. But yeah, I think, it's always good, man, to just be respectful, man. Just be respectful, especially in the job where, because think about it, man. Shout out to everybody that got jobs. Shout out to everybody that got jobs, because at the end of the day, that job is providing a platform for you to take care of yourself and your family, man. And like, appreciate your job, man. Appreciate your job. Could be shit, but if your job is that much shit, then just try to find another job, man. It's all good. It's a lot of jobs out here.
It's not like they're just out here handing out jobs. You know what I'm saying? You got to be grateful for what you got.
You got to be grateful for what you got, but also don't stick around nowhere that you hate either.
Right.
You just other jobs out here. Apply. You good, man. The same way you apply yourself to get that job, you could apply yourself to get another.
See, I think there's also a difference though between hating a job and tolerating a job.
It's the same to me.
I don't know.
Because you're tolerating the job, but you hate that motherfucking job.
But they're paying you for your time, and they're paying you a good wage for your time.
But if you're tolerating it, you're hating it because there's no.
But at the same time, it kind of motivates you to do something else on the side.
Yeah,
and that's why that's kind of what I'm, like I've had my job for almost 4 years now, and I basically just work there because they pay me decent. You know, they pay me a decent amount of money to work there. So.
The thing is, do you feel you're the best person they could have for that job right now?
No, absolutely
really?
not. For the job that I work at,
Yeah.
like as my day job,
Yeah.
no. There's so many other people that are better than I mean, as far as what's the word for it? I'm trying to think of the word. I'm drawing a blank. But knowing how to do a bunch of different things. What is that called?
Multitasking?
Not multitasking.
Jack of all trades.
Yes, along those lines. But I know how to.
Multifaceted, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could
Something
say
like
that.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm trained on 3 different types of equipment. I know how to do this department, that department, this department. I'm trained in a bunch of different departments. So I guess in that sense, I'm not fully replaceable right away, on the spot. I couldn't be replaceable, but
You're a flexible person.
I'm flexible.
They can move you.
Are you valuable to the company?
I'm valuable. I'm valuable for the company.
Okay, so that's what I'm alluding to. The more valuable you are to the company that you work for means the less expendable you are. The company won't. You can show up late a couple of times. They wouldn't be so quick to fire you more than they'll be quick to fire somebody that started working there and don't have the knowledge that you have.
Right. I've only been written up one time at that job. The whole time I've been there, I've only been written up one time. And it wasn't for being late. And it wasn't for being late.
You see what
and
I'm
I've
saying?
been late and called in and stuff like that. But
no points were gained from those.
No.
From those things. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like even being late. In my job, even if you late for 2 minutes after punch in, you're getting the point for that. There's no way around it. No way around it.
Yeah, see,
they're going to look at your punch in time. You know?
Yeah, see, they don't do points like that. I mean, I guess if you have good communication with them and you're telling them hey, I'm running late, this and that, whatever. Right. There's an app where you can tell them, you can call in on the app. You don't even have to physically call in. You don't even need a voice. You could just type it in. You just got to sign in. But yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
What you got over there, Drew?
So, okay, so I wanted to bring it back around to the whole music thing. Because like we said, you are an artist, you are a producer, you are a rapper. Where did your love for music come from? If you could think back, where did you think it started? Where do you think at what time did it plant the seed in you?
That's a good question.
Pause. I didn't mean it to go that way, but you know what I'm saying.
Wow, that was wild.
That was a good one.
Damn, that is a good question, bro. Wow.
That is a very good question.
It's always been in me, man. I'm just musically inclined, man. It's in my family. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA. It's in my ancestry. It's in my all.
Did your parents do music?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really. It is in my blood. This talent, just creativity, creating is just in my blood. Even on my dad's side, my auntie played the bass guitar. My grandma played the organ at church. My step pops played the blues. He played the guitar. He got me my first drum machine, the DR5. And music always been just my scapegoat. Music always been just my shit to go to. Just not only music though. I want to really be clear. Not only music. Just creating in general. Yeah, rather it was music or drawing a picture. Or just doing some origami, making the paper airplane, just creating, bro.
Just to be able to make something and call it your own.
Yeah, or just fix something, or just taking apart a machine and putting it back together. Just manipulating the situation. Engineering. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just the product, just creating. I always just been infatuated with the feeling of knowing you accomplished creation.
And I try to explain that to people too. Like how people how people like mechanics, how they see a car being built, or how they build a car, or however they take stuff apart, put it back together. That's how some people see music. Like,
Right.
you know, we see it in a different way. Like, it's, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's
man, it's crazy because that's it's all I think about. I just want to create, you know what, and it's problem solver. I'm a problem solver. I don't like to like anything that I see as a problem. I just want to solve it. I'm like a puzzler. I like to
I'm the same way.
solve puzzles and all that. So I don't know, man. Music is my shit, man, and like music is, you know, when they say it ain't rocket science, like some things aren't music theory, but if you know, music theory is tough. But if once you know it, you know it, and there's a lot of. With music theory, it's vibration. It's a whole rabbit hole of things to really discover when like you're studying music, and when you're studying the art of sound, when you're studying vibration, and you're studying all these things, you will begin to discover things that, you know, like, damn, that's why I cried when I listened to that song. That's why I felt this way when I heard that chord, or that's why I felt turned up when I heard this drum pattern. You know what I'm saying? Man, vibration is real. Music is real.
yeah,
man.
it is.
You have a Facebook post. Can't remember when it was. I don't
Putting
remember.
up Facebook posts?
No. I'm saying I got another question real quick. Yeah, you have a Facebook post. I don't know the date of it, but you said The Alchemist is the Steve Nash of hip hop. What did you mean by that?
Whoa! Ha! You gonna pull that post up on the thing?
We'll pull up the post right there.
Wow,
Alchemist
that's
is the
crazy.
Steve Nash of hip
I
hop.
think I know what you mean by it, because he's one of my favorite producers, like, of all time. But I want to see what your answer to that.
Assists, man. He had the greatest assists, man. He know how to, you know. I just meant on a skill set base. Like, I know my guy posted something about him being Jewish. I wasn't even thinking on that wavelength.
Alchemist is Jewish?
I don't know.
I
I didn't know that either.
Weird. We'll post it.
I know a lot of people think he's from California.
We'll double check that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a fact check on that one.
We'll double check
but
that.
other than that,
That's a fun fact, though, if he is.
my guy ain't often wrong. He's not wrong often. But anyway, what I meant was when I said that was just the assists, just like the way he passed the rock, the way he, one of my favorite collab projects that Alchemist has with the artist is the Covert Coat with him and Currency. And that was kind of like somewhat of the beginning of his, but then you got Return of the Mac with Prodigy, right? And then there's some other projects he got, man.
Chemical Warfare.
Yeah, and then it just grows from there. First Infantry, it's a lot of collabs with that. But as far as this like producer artist collabs, man, bro, like,
and they don't miss either. Like, every time I
misses.
see a collab with him or something, it's always fire. It's always fire.
Never misses, man.
So
even tracks with any other artist you could think of, man. Like any other artist you could think of, man. Like,
for sure.
So it's like Alchemist. That's what I meant by him being the Steve Nash of fucking hip hop, because of his assist game. Producers are the point guards,
right,
of the record. So if you got a good producer that can, do what, it's Alchemist, bro. It's Alchemist, bro. I'm pretty sure Alchemist taught Hit Boy some game. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's Hit Boy doing the same shit. Look at it, Hit Boy's collab efforts. I don't know who's learning from who really, but I don't know. They both doing that.
For sure. So I know you do the Beat Machine. You usually do which one is it that you normally use? The MPC. That's right. And I've seen you play like the drums, like the actual like drum set.
Yeah, I play the drum sets.
Yeah. Me too, by the way. I'm also
pretty.
I'm pretty good with the drums. Also, I don't know if you knew that about me, but.
Did I ever see you play before?
I don't know if you see me play the drums before. I'm not sure.
I think we never had a drum set around.
I don't think so. No, not not like that. But is there any other instruments like guitar or like
I
any
play
other
bass guitar,
bass guitar?
bass
Okay,
guitar,
Nice.
guitar, piano.
nice.
I know my chromatic scale and all that up on the piano.
Okay, so you know how to read music, like you
Yeah, I
can.
can read music for sure.
Okay.
I can read and write music for sure.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do that. I was always like I always like played by ear or like
No, yeah, I can definitely I can read and compose music.
I can only read like percussion music.
See, and that's
'Cause
one
it's
of the
different. Because it's
percussion
different.
music too. Well, it's
It's different in terms of there's not like high and low, like you know what I mean.
it's only different
There's
in
just-
notes. It's not different in rhythm.
Right.
Rhythm is the same.
Rhythm is the
notes
same.
different.
It's just there's no notes. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool, man. The bass guitar, that's nice, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
bass and a little bit of piano. You know, like it's like I said, like even being in the drum lines, like one of the major requirements, is know how to read the music.
Yeah.
Gotta know how to read the music because you gotta understand. There's something as far as being in the Bucks drum line, the Packers drum line, you're learning these pieces sometimes a few days before you perform these on the court.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
So not only are you learning the piece, you're learning the moves
Mhm.
at the same time sometimes.
Mhm.
So it's like it's a requirement. You got to be a fast learner.
Yeah.
You got to be a fast reader. They call it spot reading. You got to know how to spot read music and read it as you're playing it. A lot of musicians can't read music. They got to read it and go by measure by measure. If you can read music as you're playing it, you're a great musician. You're a phenomenal musician. If you can read the most toughest music pieces, and the first time you're reading it, you can play it as you're reading it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Jesus Christ, you are
There are people like that too. There's
Yeah.
a ton of people like that.
certain pieces. I'm like that.
professionals. Yeah.
If you give me an intermediate music piece, I can spot read it right there and play it right there. You give me a super advanced piece, I'm gonna have to sit there for a minute and figure this out for a second. Give me a few hours, if not a day, to rehearse.
Yeah.
And I'll come back the next day with it perfected. But certain intermediate pieces, I can sit there and boom, 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 play it percussion wise.
Yeah.
Maybe on the guitar wise, maybe on the piano wise, but absolutely percussion wise, I can spot read it and play it right then and there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
So your latest project, we got it right here.
The Jarvis Reed
Yeah.
Jarvis
pull it
Reed
up.
story.
We'll pull it up right
audio
there.
biography.
We'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Jarvis Reed story, the autobiography.
Audio biography.
I'm sorry,
biography.
audio biography.
Yes.
Don't you fuck up his title.
Yes, man.
Excuse
Get it
me.
Riz
I'm
Knight.
sorry.
Get it Riz Knight.
So every track on your album was produced by you, right?
Not everyone.
Okay,
There's
I-
only one song that wasn't. Only one.
And this is my question, right?
Yeah.
2, hold on. Why did you choose to produce all your own tracks except for the one? And what was it about Orion Rhymes that led him to produce Gotham City in the Midwest? Like, why did you choose to produce your whole album by yourself except for that one track?
It be like that sometimes, man. That was a song that was so dope that I had that just. Okay, it was supposed to have been on. Me and J.R. Scales had dropped the album called "On My Mama." We were supposed to come out with a "On My Mama" Part 2. We never got around to it, but I always had this record. It was supposed to have been out individually. So, Gotham City in the Midwest is actually a bonus record, really.
Okay.
Any record after, I think, Brenda's Got a Baby, any record after Brenda's Got a Baby is a bonus record. I kind of feel like. Because Brenda's Got a Baby was really like a closeout record on the joint. After that is, Gotham City in the Midwest and Give You Peace.
Give You Peace, yeah.
Both those records were supposed to be on My Mama Part 2 with me and J.R. Scales.
Okay.
So that's why I put it as bonus records upon the Jarvis Reed story. I just didn't title them as bonus tracks.
Because I was gonna say, like, did he have to convince you to put? Because it seemed like you were going for a full album of you. I don't know if that was like planned or not, but like, like, did he have to like? I was gonna ask, like, did he have to like try to convince you, like, bro, put me on your like? Cause
nah, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. No, that was a choice, and I probably should have just. I probably now that you're saying that, I should have separated the like bonus tracks.
Yeah.
So I can differentiate it because Brenda was really the closeout record.
Yeah.
because of how deep it was, you know. I couldn't have put that nowhere else on the album.
Cause see, those are the people that stand out to me. Like, I remember many times like looking at the inside of a the artwork of someone's album, and looking through who all produced their tracks, and then there's a lot of artists / producers that produce most of their own tracks, but then have like 2 or 3, or sometimes only 1 or 2 tracks that are produced by somebody else.
Yeah.
And to me, that makes me feel like, what was it about that person that, out of a whole album that's produced by one person, one other person?
What do you feel about that track? Was that track hot?
Which
Was the track that was produced by the other producer, other than the producer that produced the whole album?
Well, yeah,
right?
of course.
That's why.
Yeah,
that's why, bro. This shit was hot.
It usually is.
Yeah,
it's usually like that.
It was hot. It was just as hot as the rest of the records, and maybe they was in like a space, where it just fit,
right.
Maybe it just fit. Sometimes it'd be like that, and I think sometimes it just fit. I felt like that song fit because I just wanted to showcase a certain hip hop side of me and all that. With like the whole boom bap joints going on with like the Griseldas and the Bennies and the 38 Specials and all that. It's like a certain sonic that I wanted to bring out, just to let cats know that I can do that type of shit too. I've been doing that type of shit really for real, but it's just now getting hot. Mm-hmm. Everybody's starting to like it now, like for real. So
right.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah,
Shout out to them dudes, man. Shout out to them Buffalo niggas, man. God damn it. Cause they putting that shit on, man. For real, For real, they putting that shit on, man.
Whole lot of 808s and that shit.
And they small market, man. Buffalo, come on, bro. Buffalo, New York. Motherfuckers from other parts of New York be trying to disrespect motherfuckers that's not from the towns. And, them Buffalo, New York niggas came through and said, nah. I love it because, it be like that sometimes. You gotta let it be known, like, nah.
It do be like that.
Like, nah.
So this is gonna totally be a pitch out of left field here.
Okay.
What do you think? And I don't know if you've done your research on this, because apparently some white guy from Canada, I almost said Canada. Some Canadian white guy wanted to call us out on this. What do you think, or do you think, makes Aunt Jemima racist? Why did they take Aunt Jemima off the syrup?
I did not know you were going there with that question.
Yeah, like I said, it's completely out of left field. Yeah. Why do you think they took Aunt Jemima and just completely rebranded into the Pearl Milling Company?
I don't know, man.
I mean, do you think they saw her as a house slave type figure?
Damn, you know what, man? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think I read a little bit about something about the Aunt Jemima syrup.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I read about it, and I really don't think I cared too much about it.
See, and I think it was. I think she was a wholesome lady.
No, but listen. It's finished though. The only reason why I didn't really care too much because it's a product. It's syrup, bro.
Right.
It's maple syrup you put on your pancakes, bro.
And pancake mix too. It's just
Now,
pretty
as far as
fucking
the
fire,
ancient,
by
as
the way.
far as the reason why I don't care too much about it, because if the problem is the problem, if that's the problem, the fact that it's named after a slave lady from, you know, and the family of that slave lady isn't getting they just do with her being the face of that and stuff like that. And if the solution is for them to change the name and not have that name be, then I think problem solved. And think, like, okay, move on. We good.
Yeah.
You know,
I get
like,
that.
you know, and that's why I think when I read it, I think that's why I didn't really care too much for it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, okay, well.
See, my issue is I feel like it's white people that are trying to take the role of a person of color that's, you know, being like, that's racist.
Well, yeah, I mean, same thing with the fucking Washington Redskins. Same exact shit.
Right.
Same exact shit.
I miss the Redskins, dude. I really do.
The native people, right? The native people are telling them, bro, change it back. We didn't complain.
Right.
Y'all are the ones complaining. We don't have no problem with it. Y'all representing. We didn't never had picket signs and protests saying, change this name. Not that I know of. I mean, pull it up if they did. Maybe I'm misinformed, but from what I've been, you know, hearing from Native Americans, you know, that I've been talking to and all that online and in person, they're like, yeah, man, that's them. That wasn't us.
Right.
So, you know, yeah, man, you're right.
Right. Like, you ever seen that video of that white guy? He goes around, I don't know, maybe like, I want to say it's like California, a real Latino heavy area, and he wears a sombrero, and he wears like one of those blankets that like hangs down, and it's like it's got a hole in the middle of it, you know, and he's like going around asking people like, what do you think of my outfit? And, you know, people are like, oh, that's racist and blah, blah, blah. And he asks every single Latino person. Yeah. They're like, oh, I love it. I love your outfit. It's awesome. Like, it's so cool. Like, you know, it's just crazy outfit. I don't know. I just feel like.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, we live in a different world, man. We live in a different world now, man. You gotta look at the world we live in now. Everything is all social media driven.
It is.
Everything is clicks. Everything is, it's like you're gonna. The whole thing, the more you can trigger people, the more clicks you'll get, and I think
it's a lot of race bait.
Everybody, everybody's. It's a lot of everything bait. They baiting everything, man. Yeah. It's like not only race baiting is that's the last thing they doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they do it a lot with the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation. They kind of do it a lot. I see it all the time. I mean, maybe they don't do it intentionally.
Well,
but.
you know, it's people. You know what it is, bro. I think sometimes, nah, bro, I ain't finna do this, man. I seen Angel Reese throw some shade. I seen Angel Reese make some sideline posts. I seen Angel Reese feed into it. Saying, you know, so it's like, I mean, it is what it is. I think sometimes people choose it. I think Caitlin Clark is just playing ball. It's my opinion. I think Caitlin Clark is just playing basketball.
That's what she wants to do.
And that's it. I think sometimes Angel Reese, I'm sorry, man. I think she gets a little extra and she get unnecessary. And,
totally agree.
It is what it is. So
she wants the spotlight though, and I don't blame her for that. I don't blame her for that.
She's Angel Reese, and as long as you go in that hoop, as long as you go on the court and still put up your numbers and still hoop like you've been hooping and balling like you've been balling. Can't nobody say nothing about what you do off the court.
Dude, she does get a shitload of rebounds, though.
You can't, you know what I'm saying?
She gets a ton of rebounds.
As long as she continue to do what she doing on the court, she can do whatever the hell she want to do off the court, and nobody's have nothing. So the moment she start, falling off, that's when everybody gonna be on your ass. So
she's grabbing boards like a Mexican guy at a job site.
Just get ready. So, and now it's just gonna be a race of who gonna win a chip first, you or CC. So you know what I'm saying. But like I'm gonna tell you this, CC cold, but it's like it's some other young women coming up too that's just as cold as CC.
Yeah.
that ain't getting CC just, you know, she just the new hotness, but it's always gonna be a new level of hotness that's gonna come out.
Always,
that's
there
just
always
as dope
is.
as CC, you know what I'm
And I
saying?
feel like the WNBA is on the rise too. I really do.
Yeah, they definitely on the rise.
And you know, the whole I think the whole beef situation between those two is kind of making it more like people want to watch it more now. Like dude, think about it. 2-3 we'll just say 2-3 years ago.
It's obvious.
People weren't talking about it. People weren't talking about the
Angel
WNBA.
Reese and Caitlin Clark brought eyes to the WNBA,
they did.
bro.
They did.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. They are the ones that brought the bread home. They brought both of them. Let's just keep it real. Like that's just look at the timeline. Look at what's going on. It's very right there. So it's like at the end of the day. If that's how we got to paint the picture, if that's the narrative that we got to run with to make sure we keep people's eyes on the WNBA, so be it. These girls balling, man.
Let's pay these bitches a little bit more too. Let's do that. You know, they don't make enough money, dude. You know?
Yeah,
they don't make it.
Sorry,
if they're bringing in
the
the same amount of money, why not pay them the same amount of money as people that bring in the same amount of people? You know what I mean? Like. If you have as many
more people gotta go. More people it's gotta be. Okay, look, boom, right?
They gotta have more teams for one.
How much they're just now starting to get bread, so it's like it's one of those things.
They're gonna start making expansions.
Yeah, the WNBA gotta make money to be able to pay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and they probably haven't been making money for fucking.
They starting to get it now.
They are. They
just not starting to get it. So it's like
for sure.
I think eventually they gonna start getting paid. Now, to request that they get paid equivalently to male NBA players,
no,
that's
at this
never point junction of moment,
that ain't never
it's asinine the request. So it's like, you know, it's definitely gotta, you know, WNBA is still it's not as new anymore. It's been around for a while, like as of now, but I think it's gotten to the point where they will start implementing some higher pay salaries, especially because a lot of these WNBA players coming from college don't need the WNBA. They can make more money in college right now. Any college player can make more money in college right now than to go to any pro sports at this point at that level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you can go overseas, do whatever you want to do. So it's one of those things, man. It's, you know, shout out to the WNBA, man.
Yeah,
they're gonna get there. So it's just gonna take time.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got a song you did, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, about 4 years ago that you produced a track for Cassidy, and I think with LL Cool J, and Bankhead was on it.
Yeah.
Were you? Tell me about that situation. How did that come together? Like, were you there? Were you there with like Cassidy and everybody else?
Yeah, I was there with everybody. I was there with everybody, but everybody was in different. You know what I mean? I was in Atlanta when Cassidy did his verse.
Okay.
You know, in the House of Hits. In Milwaukee, I was in my studio with LL Cool J, you know, in Bankhead.
How did you connect with Cassidy on that track?
Man, I was in Atlanta and shout out my homeboy Rod Dollar. He knew I was out there. He got mad I ain't hit him up when I first got out there, but you know, he hit me up. We was chopping it up. He asked me what I was doing out there. I told him just fucking around with the music. And he was like, "Yo, I can get you in the studio with this person, that person, this person." And one of the person he said was Cassidy. I was like, "Yo, get me in the studio with Cassidy." He made a couple calls. No, long story short, made a couple calls. The price came back. I honored the price. Next day, I was in the studio with Cassidy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And we made, you know, he laid that verse. I played the beat. That was first and only beat he heard. The first beat he heard, he was like, cool.
Damn.
He wrote to it. Next thing you know, he was in the booth.
Hell yeah. We actually played that song on, I believe,
when Bankhead was on our podcast. We played that song. We're gonna play a little clip of that song just to show you guys how cold that song is, dude.
Cassidy. Hey yo, Meccah. This crazy right here. Yeah. Let's get it. Look. the grind, I put wild time into it. How many times a nigga got out of line and I responded to it? Yo, even though it's a crime to do it, dudes will still set you up and usually wet you up like embalming fluid. Complain you shouldn't have time to do it. Nah, bitch, toughen up and
That shit is a banger.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
That
Like-
shit is a banger.
Yeah, man.
Man.
You know, Bankhead and Koji did their thing on that, man, and yeah, man, it was cool. It's fucked up. Niggas is beefing right now, man. They gotta cut that shit out, man. And if anything, I'm saying this on camera, man. If you know, battle, man.
Come on, LL Cool G and Bankhead.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
battle, man. Y'all need to battle, man.
Just battle it out and call
Battle
it a day,
it out,
man.
man.
We
Battle
don't
it
need
out.
we don't need no real beef
Y'all
out here,
beef.
man.
Y'all
We're
beef
all grown
started
men,
with battle.
guys.
If
Come on.
y'all beef started with battle rap, ended with battle rap.
Yeah.
Cut the shenanigans. Just give the city what they want.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, it's not like we want y'all gladiators, man. Go ahead and be gladiators about it. Solve it in a gladiator way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get in the ring, man, and battle out your differences. You heard? We love y'all.
Is there somebody that your dream person to work with? Like, I'm sure everybody has that person, but who's that person for you, or persons, I guess, if there's more than one, obviously, but who's that dream person to work with from Mecca?
Like music.
Yeah, like, who do you want to work with musically? Who's your dream person?
Damn.
Like if you could call somebody right now and be like, and you could have one person to work with right now, who are you calling?
In the studio?
Anybody in the world.
Damn, dog. I don't know, man.
That's a tough question. That's why I said multiple. If you got multiple people too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's probably not just one person, but
I work with anybody that's gonna help me make it. Dog, I work with Steve the Stoner right now. Where Maya P at? Yeah, do a song with them. I don't know. I work with anybody that's gonna help me get my streams up, man.
Yeah, Steve the Stoner, we want you on here too, by the way.
I work with
We've been
anybody.
talking
Nah,
about
for
that.
real. Oh, the realest answer I can give you. The realest answer I can give you. I just want to work with anybody. Well, I think my dream collab. I guess I'll give you my dream collab. Stevie Wonder.
okay.
If I could do a song with Stevie Wonder, bro. If I can just spit like 8 bars off of Stevie Wonder.
Hell
piece of
yeah.
Yeah, that
music
sounds sick. Yeah,
that he
Hell yeah.
made yesterday.
I fuck with Stevie, dude. I fuck with Stevie for sure.
If I can just be in the studio and be like, hey, Stevie Wonder, be like, hey, Mecca, hey, give me 8 bars of some lyrics that you have over this piece of music. I'm like, bet, nigga, I'm about to rap like a motherfucker like that, man. Stevie Wonder, man. I could die after that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Word, man. Stevie, shout out. I love
Very
Stevie Wonder.
superstitious.
Man, I love Stevie Wonder, man.
Stevie's the dude. I fucking jam some Stevie, dude. When I'm by
Recipe.
myself, though, I gotta be by myself.
Yo, rest in peace, my moms. My moms wouldn't let nobody disrespect Stevie either, man. She hated when people disrespected Stevie. She loves Stevie, man. But like Stevie Wonder, man, yeah, man. Stevie Wonder, Quincy Jones, rest in peace. I would have loved to been in the studio with Quincy Jones working on some music. I would have loved to been in the studio. Everybody that I would have wanted to work with dead. Mac Miller and shit. I would have wanted to work with Mac Miller. Mac Miller was a genius. People don't really understand really exactly how much of a genius Mac Miller really was.
Yeah, he was.
Just a lot of people, man. That's a tough question
Yeah.
to answer.
It is. It really
Yeah.
is.
We may not know much, but one thing we do know is how to make merch with a poop on it. The new designs are in, and of course we still have our classics. It won't last, so get yours as fast as you can. Check out our merch and new releases on our Facebook, BiasedBS. Then email your selection with color, size, and address to biasedbs@gmail.com. That's biasedbs@gmail.com. Thanks for supporting the channel. Now back to the show.
Do the brew review rating.
Yeah,
real
let's
quick.
get back to
Let's
it.
do that.
Yeah, so we're back with the brew review rating. Lakefront Brewery. We got the Honey Bock lager with honey. This German-inspired Honey Bock was aged in bourbon barrels. yeah, this is the can right here.
I'm gonna go first today.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Do it.
I'm gonna go first today. And I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
I knew you would say that.
I don't like it, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was expecting a sweeter,
Right.
like a sweeter taste, but respectfully, it almost tastes like piss. Not that I've ever tasted piss before, but
Well, with that being said, let me take another sip. Look,
so here's what I'm going to give it. I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to get a low one for me, 4.8. Don't like it.
all right.
Okay.
So it definitely caught me off guard when I drank it. It grew better the more I drank it, but I don't know if that's just because of the other alcohol that I'm drinking. That's probably what it is. I don't agree that it tastes like piss, because I don't think I would have kept drinking if that was the case. But
I don't know about piss, but
I don't know what piss tastes
it's
like.
like a
either.
bitter. It's like a bitter. I don't know.
But yeah, it definitely it wasn't sweet like I thought it would. Like you said, it wasn't gonna be. I thought it was gonna be sweeter. But this is a lager. This is not an ale.
You're
like
right.
Like
You're right.
we're used to drinking the ales. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it a little higher of a score of you, but higher than you. But I'm gonna say 4.5.
I said 4.8.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So
I
you
thought
got.
I'm
lower.
sorry. I thought you said 2.8.
No, 4.8.
I'm sorry.
So lower than me.
Okay.
4.5.
Yeah. Well, I guess I do hate it more than you.
Fucking
Yeah.
sucks. No, it doesn't suck, but it's not good. All right. Mecca, what do you give it?
Oh man. When
Compared
when I
to your
first-
favorite beer being a 10.
Oh yeah. Well, I would say this. Y'all was talking about how it tasted. When you like drive. When you was in school, you was in the school bus and you drove past that bridge over there, and you smelled the yeast. And you always had a joke like somebody farted, right?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about,
Dude,
right?
you hit it right on the money.
It tastes like that.
Yes. If you're from Milwaukee and you used to go
Like
downtown.
yeast.
Yes, like that yeast.
It tastes
yes.
like pure
it
yeast,
tastes like
bro.
yeast.
Yeah.
It tastes like pure
it's
yeast.
got the yes, dude.
agree.
It's got the yes, dude.
That is
You
It
true.
hit
tastes
it.
like pure yeast, bro. It's nasty. I give it a 2.1.
2.1. That's the word. That's the lowest score I think that we've ever gotten on this show. So
And I'm gonna just say this. I mean, this is how
I'm only giving it 2.1 because and it's from Milwaukee.
it is from Milwaukee.
If it's from
Yes.
Milwaukee, that's the only reason why you got a 2.1.
Yeah,
Just
you
for
should
love.
do better with this one, guys.
do
where
better.
it's
It's trash.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this too, man. Like, this is how you know these ratings are real, man. Like, we normally give Lakefront Brewery pretty high ratings.
Yeah,
No,
Lakefront
because
Brewery,
look,
fuck with it.
you know how you can smell something and you don't gotta taste nothing to know. You don't gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can smell something and know how it tastes sometimes.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So like
Oh,
when
yeah.
I tasted this, it reminded me of being on that school bus, and there was always a joke of somebody farted. So I'm like, that's how it tastes. It tasted like that memory. You get what I'm saying? Damn, that's fucked up. Hey, this
So
trash.
you said 2 point what?
Hey, this
2.1.
2.1. Okay. So
Hey, this trash, B.
I said 4.5. You said 4.8. 2.1.
Yeah, 2.1. You change mine just regular 2 points.
Just 2.
Take
All right,
off
so
the
it's a 2
one,
now.
bro.
It's
Take
just
off
a
the
2,
one.
flat
It's
2
too
for
even,
Mac.
bro.
Okay.
Too even.
Um,
So
No reason
2
why
plus
this is-
4
yeah.
plus 4
that's
is
11 point.
That's no, that's 10. Yeah, 11.3
Out of 30.
out of 30.
That's sad.
So,
But
not good. Do better, Lakefront.
No, I don't
How
like
this
it.
got past your taste testers, I don't know, but let's get it together. All right.
clearly they're a bunch of yeah.
It's trash.
That's
Yeah.
okay though.
I wanted to do a little this or that. What do you think?
I was just thinking. I was
Okay.
just thinking.
You
that.
got some?
I got
that you're
some.
gonna do?
But go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You can do the this or that's. Go ahead.
That burp.
Or do you want me
was
to? You
brought
want me to do
by
mine?
this
Go
trash
ahead.
Do
beer.
which-
No,
which
just go
ones I
ahead.
got? Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, Mecca. I'm gonna do some this or that's kind of like speed round. Just say the first thing that I'm gonna say this. This or that, basically.
Okay, bet.
All right, here we go. City life or country life?
Country life.
Country. All right.
Hey.
I didn't know that about you. All right. Books or movies?
Books.
Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
All right. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Pencil or pen?
Wow.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I know.
I would say pen.
Me too. Board games or video games?
Board games.
Phone call or text?
Phone call.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Pizza or tacos?
Tacos. Steak
Ooh,
tacos.
nice. That's a hard one for me.
Too much cheese.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you could have cheese on both. Yeah. Coke or Pepsi?
Neither.
Neither. Okay. Jordan or LeBron? Oh.
Yeah. Right now, LeBron.
Okay.
Right now, LeBron. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, let me hit him with a couple.
One more.
Okay,
One
go
more,
ahead,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
Last one. Ass or titties? Brain.
Never mind.
Okay. So ass. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't know if that was the question, but
If I gotta choose between ass and titties, I would say ass.
all right. I'm gonna hit you with a couple real quick. Speakers or headphones?
Damn,
That's a good one.
that's a good.
Holy
one,
shit, that's a
dog. Damn, bro, because like the headphones, I just want to be in my own zone with the shit.
You had to choose.
Speakers, I want to headphones, man.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's
Cooking,
a good one, bro. I like that one.
cooking or being cooked for?
Cooking or being cooked for? Cooking.
Would you rather hang out with kids, like little kids, or old people, like old folks? Like, who do you enjoy being around more?
Wow.
Drop knowledge or get knowledge, basically, is that question.
Yeah, there you go.
I think I'm at the age now where I need to be around the youth and the drop knowledge. I think so. I would say I'd be around the youth.
Are you a night person or a morning person?
Morning.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Train or airplane?
Oh. Both.
Passenger?
Both because train if I'm traveling to a Midwest region, plane if I'm traveling outside of a Midwest region.
Okay. Passenger or driver?
Passenger, man. I hate driving. People are stupid.
Let me see if I got any other couple good ones here.
East Coast or West Coast, no. Tupac and Biggie, no.
I was gonna say those, but that was kind of a little. But yeah, I think that's all I got. That's all I got.
Yep. Those are good ones, though.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So, you poop
quick
at
time,
work,
so.
or you just like, are you? Are you? So here's the thing. Here's
poop at
my
work? Okay.
yeah. Do you poop at work? Like, are you comfortable pooping at work, knowing that you're getting paid for it?
He's
Because
the type of person that waits till he gets to work.
I wait till I get to work till I shit, because I'm not gonna shit in the morning. I'm not getting paid to shit in the morning. I'm getting paid to shit at work, right?
Okay.
You pooping at work, or are you like if you
I
gotta
have
poop?
to, yeah.
Right, okay.
If I have to use the.
Okay.
If I have to poop at work, I'll take a poop. Make sure the toilet is clean. Yeah, they have spray there for us. You know.
That's what's up. Yeah, they got those. See, at my job, they got those. They got those paper things you put right on the seat.
Yeah, we don't got those. We got the spray. You just spray it, wipe it down, and
Right.
yeah. I do poop at work only if I have to, not all the time.
All right. I usually do almost every day.
I pee
almost
a lot
every
at
day.
work,
I
so
try
I always
to.
drink water at work, so I pee a lot.
I try to just because I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So, So, how often you clipping your toenails? This was a famous question we've asked on this show before. How often are you toenails though?
Wow, probably. These are questions you don't think about often.
I know that we're hitting you with the hard hitters right
I
here.
would say probably every. I'm trying to think if I want to share this information or not.
Well, see, I'm gonna give my answer because I don't know if I've ever answered this, but then you can maybe decide on if you want to give your answer or not. I clip my toenails when I notice that they're too long.
I think that's my answer.
I don't have a routine.
That's my answer because I didn't know how to answer it. Yeah, I think that's my answer.
When I notice my sock is starting to get caught on my toenail, like all that type of shit, like
when the toenail starts curling over.
Or sometimes
because I was thinking about I'm thinking about a time period to give you, and I'm thinking like, well, it varies. I don't know when's the time lapse of when my toenails grow to when I'm like, oh, I should cut these. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I couldn't answer that because I'm trying to think of like how long does it take for my toenails to grow for me to notice it's time to cut them, and do I notice the time difference? So I couldn't give you a straight answer because I couldn't be like every 2 months probably.
Yeah, well, Lay said it was about once a month, and I would probably agree.
Yeah. I don't think I clip my toenails.
I don't know either. I don't think
I do it that often.
Now that I think about
that's what I'm saying. It gave me. I was thinking. I was really trying to give you a fucking for real answer.
Yeah,
and I can't think like. I don't think how frequent do I clip my toenails?
Like, I was dead serious when I said, like, they start curling over sometimes. Yeah. Like, when they start curling over, and, dude, they start peeling the skin when they start curling over. Yeah. That's when I know
I can honestly say I think I clip my toenails. I think I clip my toenails 6 times a year.
I would say that's accurate. I would say that's a fair amount for a man to clip his toenails. I would say that's fair.
I think that's 5 to 6 times a year.
Yeah. Once every 2 months.
If I can really recollect.
Have you ever gotten your feet done? Like Ben gotten a pedicure? I went with my wife one time and got them done.
Never
like done. not like painted and like some, like some shit like that.
I never had professional care on my feet.
Me neither.
I only did one time.
Me neither.
I didn't pick a color.
How
pick a color.
Did you ever have the treatment when like the fish be eating that?
No,
skin?
not that.
I want that. I want to experience.
Wait, what is this?
You've never seen it where they put like those little fish in the water? Like you dip your feet in the water, and then they put these little fish in there, and they like suck the dry skin or whatever is on your feet. yeah. It's like a process that I don't know what it's called.
It looks soothing.
Yeah, it does actually look kind of. I don't know if they're like slugs or what they are. I don't think they're slugs. They gotta be
fish.
Like,
it's actual fish.
Yeah,
it's fish that just like.
You said you don't know what it's called?
Your feet.
I don't know what the process is called.
It's probably called foreplay.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, I don't know.
I ain't having nothing sucking on my feet. Right. That's just me.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I'll like itch one foot with the other foot, and then and if like my toenail is too long, one of my toenails are too long, I'll be like, it'll hurt. So like, I like and that's when I know I gotta like cut my toenails.
But yeah, it's like when you have those ladies doing it though, like sometimes they get aggressive, like, and you gotta like pull back a little bit, like when they get because I don't know about you, but I don't really like people touching my feet too much. So,
I'm self-conscious of my feet.
I am a little bit too, but I look at it this way: when you're going into a place like that, and them ladies are looking at you, I know they've seen worse than my feet.
Oh yeah.
I know they've seen
somebody with 6 toes on one foot.
Oh yeah.
I got some feet, man. I got some feet. I got some feet, man.
I got some dogs.
I don't know if it's the worst feet ever, but I got some hardworking man.
Yeah.
Feet, man.
You got some Rottweilers.
Money makers.
Feet. I'm 40, man. I got some 40-year-old feet, man. Yeah.
You don't look 40, by the way, either.
Thank you, man. Cocoa butter.
You don't. Cocoa butter. That's the secret. Butter, that is the secret, ladies and gentlemen.
I appreciate
cocoa butter.
It. No, but man, yeah, I got some, I might not look 40, but I feel it.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't. Man. I'd say very
35.
Very, very
Thank you, man. I
top
appreciate it.
35, very top.
Early 30s.
Which
That's
is
what I
exactly how old I am. And
Every
I
time
look
I get-
40.
Every time I get carded, I was like, oh, you know, here you go. No, I look 15 and all, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, make a little joke out of it. But, yeah, man.
So we had a last 2 episodes. We had a couple discussions about the whole P Diddy trial. I mean, I know a lot of people are talking about this. Everybody's got an opinion, and I know since you're, what do you say?
Bad boy,
take that, take
bad boy. Can't stop, won't stop. I don't know how to stop.
Since because you're in the music industry,
Bad boy, come out and play.
so he had too many bad boys coming out and play. Apparently,
Bad boy for life.
Bad boys for life.
We
bro.
ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped out.
'Cause it's bad boys for life.
The
Harlem
D,
Shake.
the I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D is Diddy. Diddy did it. I'm sorry,
Anyway.
that was a little montage. A little P. Diddy
Sorry, you started
montage.
jamming over there real quick.
your thoughts on this whole case? Like, do you think that he is the man that everybody's saying he is, or do you think he's better than that? Like, do you think that he's just a typical man that does some freaky shit, or is he somebody that pushes it a little bit too far?
Wow, you say he's a typical man that do freak. Ain't nothing typical about that freaky shit. That's some new age. That's some rich. Only rich people do freaky shit like that.
Yeah.
That's some rich people freaky. And that's the thing. It's rich people freaky shit.
Yeah.
It's rich people freaky shit. You gonna lock P. Diddy up for being the rich freaky motherfucker that had power, had his way. People did things for him because of his power, because of things that they can do, because of things that he can do for them, and that's pretty much what it is, man.
Yeah.
And you know, it's
the money, I think.
It's a plethora of entertainers, man. Plethora of entertainers that, you know, in this same case can be in the same courtroom right now for the same things. So, you know, I think because of, you know, Diddy's involvement with the liquor companies and, you know, him trying to, that's a part of it. I would say him rise to power within the liquor industry is definitely a part of what's going on with them.
Okay.
It's definitely a percentage, a huger percentage than people think. Not all of it, but it's a huge percentage. Some of it is, you know, a woman, a young lady that felt like she was going to be in the relationship with this man, and it didn't turn out that way. Did everything in their power to convince this man to be with her by doing everything that this man wanted her to do, and it failed.
Yeah.
And because it failed, led her to try to do a series of things to you know, potentially blackmail him out of a few dollars. Didn't work. A lawsuit ensued. It was settled out immediately, faster than the motherfucking can say Diddy.
Take that. Faster than somebody can say,
Faster
take
than
that.
somebody can say, take that. And, you know, and like, here we are. So it's like,
She tried to
everything
take
is
that.
there.
She tried to take that, but she couldn't.
She took it.
She took it, bro.
She took the
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was.
multiple times. But it's like, and here we are. Now we're getting this new information. The trial isn't over. We're going to continue to get new information. But all the information that we're getting thus far is just how freaky this motherfucker is. It's like, that's it. Like, the fuck? Like, this,
Right.
Are we going to get something to where it's like, oh, shit. Damn. He finna go to prison for life now.
Yeah.
I haven't felt like that yet. I haven't felt like, oh, shit, damn, dog, Diddy's done. All I'm hearing throughout the whole trial, I swear to God, that's all I'm seeing and hearing throughout the whole trial is how freaky this nigga is.
He's just cleaning up after. You hear about that?
What?
How he was licking the.
See,
So
He was licking things
So-
up.
See,
So I'm gonna bring this up. So this is the freakiest shit I've heard about the whole thing, dude. Because we didn't really get into the whole freaky shit about the trial.
Yeah, I was trying to keep the episode a little more informative.
But guess what? We're here. So here it is. I know people have heard about this already, but he was paying dudes to finish on her, and then he was licking it up.
No, it wasn't. He wasn't licking. Oh my god, it wasn't that.
That's what I heard.
He was smearing the nut. Damn, he was smearing the DNA, the male DNA, on his nipples. So he'll take Cassie and come in there, and this is what Cassie said. Cassie come in there.
Maybe that is.
And he'll like smear. I don't want to talk about it. It's crazy. It's like, what? Diddy is a wild boy, man. and, and it's like, and that's what I'm saying. So, as freaky as he is, should he
go to prison for that?
They said he was swapping the deck, is what he was doing.
Oh, my God.
Now, as far as Cassie, as far as the video, man, okay, cool. He's on 1080 pixels doing what he did to Cassie. Cool. You got that, right? Now he got now the sex trafficking. Now the sex trafficking is crazy because it's a RICO case, right? So now let's think about this for a second. It's a RICO case. So everybody that's involved with the illegal activity should be facing criminal time, right?
Right.
So let's say, for instance, right, Cassie is a part of this RICO case,
right,
because she's still involved in the illegal crime in which y'all trying to lock him up for. Daphne Joy, 50 Cent's baby mom, she's a part of that. Well, she was still getting solicited for sex by P. Diddy, but she was given money from Diddy for sex.
Right.
So you're still paying for, but you're flying her out to different. So basically, here's what's going on. If, let's say, for instance, even if you're a single man and you talking to this chick on social media from fucking Albuquerque, New Mexico, if you be like, okay, cool, and y'all both agree, like, cool, I'm finna fly you out to Milwaukee and I'm gonna fuck your brains out. And she's like, hell yeah, daddy, cool. And then you fly her out, right? Mm-hmm. And then let's say you fly her out and you give her any type of money for that. That's sex trafficking, bro.
Well, yeah.
That's how they're playing it.
I mean, okay, but if it's not like discussed though, if it's not like discussed and he's just like,
no, these are discussed.
Okay, well, yeah. If it's on record, then that's
it's
technically sex. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is.
So it's like, well, you flew her out. So it's like you're flying somebody out to have sex with you for money, sex trafficking. If you're rich and you're famous, you're on social media flying Instagram bitches out for sex, and you're paying the money.
Right.
Sex trafficking, and that's how they're getting.
So,
that's how they're trying to get.
But
people.
what's the difference? Then what's the difference? So what's the difference of a porn star then? If they're like, hey, we want you to do this scene, is it because it's a law? It's a law. Or okay, so it's like because they're filming it, because they're filming it, and because there's I get it, because there's a monetary involvement.
When you turn on a porno. And they got that little law encryption right there. They're covered by that.
I don't watch porn, by the way.
It's almost the same thing as having.
Just kidding.
It's almost the same thing as a pharmacy selling their drugs and a drug dealer selling his drugs. You're not doing it in a controlled manner. Yeah. You know what I mean? The government's not there to control
it ain't tax
prostitution.
And all that.
Right. And tax on it. Yeah, they want that money.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
What was I going to say? The thing about this whole P. Diddy situation is that everybody, it's making it seem like P. Diddy's the first person to ever do this shit. Like they've made this whole thing like he's the first person to have done this shit. Like you're trying to tell me that Prince ain't never done no shit like he's doing right now?
We're not. Hugh Hefner.
Rick James has never done no shit like this.
Rick James, bitch.
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner.
I mean, the names can go on and on and on. Why? And like you said,
Hefner was celebrated. And most of them chicks in the Playboy Mansion was underage.
Really?
Absolutely. Look it up.
Okay.
So, like you were saying, and that's what rang true to me when you were saying that it's these other companies that are like, it seems like there's a bigger conspiracy behind everything.
Absolutely. It's all, bro, look, man.
Because
look.
why him? Why not go after this person?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. The same reason why they went after Bill Cosby. The same reason why they look. But let's just face it, man. Let's face it. When you're a black man, right, from poverty, you get to the point of success. You get to the point millions of dollars. You get success, right? That success, you're chosen for that. People put you in a position to get that money, bro. You gotta understand what I'm saying. They put you in a position to make that money. Oh, God forbid you bite the hand that feed you, dog. They playing with you, man. They'll remind you quick. You understand? They'll remind you quick. And that's what's happening. Puffy just get reminded. It's like, at this point, it's like, it's going to get to the point where Puffy just going to be like, all right, bro, cool, bro. Y'all made y'all point. Damn. Because look at what's going on in the case. This is a smear campaign. If anybody can't see that, I don't know what to tell you.
Yes.
Like, you know, because unless y'all have something really, 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 really concrete to lock this man up for, bro, for real, it's a smear campaign, bro. And we know exactly why. Look at Bill Cosby, right? Bill Cosby was finna buy a fucking TV network and boom, bam. You was putting Quaaludes in bitches' drink 1,000 years ago.
Put the drinks in the pudding.
We finna put you in jail for a year to stop all your shit so you don't do that.
Yeah.
And look, we're gonna let you out.
Yep, he's already out. Walking free.
What the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it happens.
Yeah. To knock him down a couple pegs.
Even with R. Kelly, bro. R. Kelly finna get out. Look, the thing is with R. Kelly, right? Damn near a decade and a half before he even went to prison for what he's in prison right now, right? He fucking married Aaliyah right in front of everybody when she was like 15, 16 years old.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He was like 20 something. Nobody bats an eye, right?
I think it was more looked at back then, though. It wasn't looked at back then.
You get
like
what
that.
I'm saying, though? But it's like
people were like, "Oh, he loves her, and she loves him."
Look, she was coming out with songs called "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number." Who wrote that song, bro?
Oh, he did for sure.
Come on, bro.
Guaranteed
What's
he wrote
going
that.
on? So it's like, and then he's on fucking 720 pixels with his face in the teenage girl ass, bro. We all saw the video, and it's fucked up because we was young watching. We all participated in.
Right.
That's fucked up. Yep. We didn't know.
That's crazy.
You think
That's crazy when
like
you think
that,
about
right?
it like that. Yeah.
We fucked
That's
up.
crazy.
It's fucked up. We all saw that, right?
Yeah.
And it was being sold.
It was being sold too, bro.
Damn,
Bootlegs,
it was
bro.
being sold, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And he was peeing on that little girl, and we saw that on video, cuz. And it was him, cuz. He beat that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He beat it, bro.
Hey, real quick though, we can definitely continue this conversation. I forgot to. I want to do this. I have these snacks I want us to review real quick.
Snacks.
And it is made out of elk.
Oh,
Elk
elk
meat.
meat.
It's got elk, beef are the two first ingredients, and then everything else is all
No swine,
seasonings.
right?
No swine.
No swine slices over there?
There's no swine in this. There's no pork.
No swine slices.
No hog.
We do not, Mecca does not dine on the swine. Okay. So, here you go. Good catch.
I have never. I'm gonna say I've
Yeah,
never
man,
had
it's
elk
crazy
before.
out here, man.
Yeah, I don't know about
What's
R.
kippered?
Kelly getting out, though.
It says kippered.
Kippered? What's that mean?
I don't know. What's kippered mean?
Let's look that up.
It says hickory smoked and kippered.
I don't know, but I'm gonna try it out, man. I like jerky.
It looks good. I like jerky, too. Jerky's the shit, dude. So, it smells smells good.
It says,
What is kippered?
yeah. Kippered jerky is a type of preserved beef, often thicker and more moist than traditional jerky that is smoked and typically requires refrigeration after opening. It's known for its smoky flavor and chewier texture, unlike dry, shelf-stable jerky.
Are we doing the review right away, or
Moist.
are we waiting for
Yeah,
this?
we could do the review.
Yeah.
right away.
We ain't waiting. Yep. We're just gonna taste it and try. And
Out of 10.
let me try this shit.
All right.
Oh. I'm gonna go first on this.
It is a little moist. A word that your girl doesn't like.
Damn.
I don't know about your girl, but
I know what you mean.
mostly everybody's girl doesn't like that word.
Now,
Mine doesn't mind it.
I'm gonna say this right off the bat. Although it is peppered, it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. The meat itself. Never had elk before. I don't know if any other kind of elk tastes different, but it's not as flavorful as I thought it would be,
Wow.
True.
and it's a little tougher than I thought it would be. I mean, it's okay though. I'm definitely gonna eat the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess out of 10, I'm gonna give this like. I don't think I would buy this one again, but I'll say 4.5 out of 10.
Really? That low?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because I wouldn't buy this one again.
Right.
But
They have other
if someone
ones,
gave
too.
it to me, I'd eat it.
They have bison.
Okay.
By the way, I got this at the liquor store. So, yeah, you go.
I like it, man. No, I'm a fan of a good jerky. This is a good jerky. I think it's a good quality jerky. It tastes very, very similar to Jack Link's jerky. Reading the ingredients, it doesn't have all the ingredients that Jack Link's jerky have either, but which seems to be a little bit more natural than Jack Link's.
It does though.
So, you know, for its naturality, it tastes. The texture as well. It's not too rough. It's pretty moist too. It's pretty easy, but it does have a certain jerky toughness to it. I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I like it, man. I do. I don't know if it sums up to the Jack Links that I like, almost, but you can tell, like you said, it's got natural. It's got those natural flavors in it. It almost tastes like a homemade jerky. You ever had homemade jerky?
It does.
I have, and it does taste better. Homemade jerky tastes better than this.
Well, yeah.
But I tell you this, I can't since I've been into this, I've been chewing it ever since, been eating it. Now that beer, I took 1 or 2 sips and was done.
Yeah, the beer's out the window now. If I had a window right here, I'd throw it out the window. But 7.5.
Okay.
I like it.
All
That's a
right.
good one.
7.5. Yeah, very good.
I think your score was slightly disrespectful, but
It was. I think so too.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like I said, I'm not downing the jerky, like the elk itself. I just think that there's better elk than this, and I would eat it. I just wouldn't pay for it again. So I had to give it 4.5.
Okay. Agreed. Has anybody ever told you sound like Mace? You were playing that song with Mace in it earlier, and I was I wanted to mention that earlier, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna save it for the podcast. Anybody ever told you that before? Like,
you're not. No, somebody else. Yeah, I
Really?
have heard that.
okay, I'm glad that I wasn't the only one.
I heard that. I heard that a few times before. I never understood.
It's not too just a very it's very subtle. It's not.
I never understood it. I never understood.
Yeah.
I
It's
never
very
understood
subtle
that.
though. It's not like you sound exactly like him. Like, oh, that's Mace on the track. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah,
ain't
that's
like
why.
that.
That's yeah. I've heard that. I heard that before.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I don't see it. Shout out to Mace, man. It is what it is. Shout out to Mace and Cam. Stat Baby. It is what it is. I love that show. I watch it. I don't watch it. I listen to it because I be at work listening to it. So I don't be seeing them talk, but I be listening to it. Dope ass show.
So I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna give you my person who I think, as of I don't know, maybe it hasn't been too popular as of lately, but cancel culture has been like kind of a thing. You know, people are getting canceled, or I don't know, maybe the act of getting canceled. People stop listening to their stuff, or stop watching their stuff, whatever. Who do you think is a person that's just like, you can't cancel that person?
Eminem.
That's a good one. That's a very good one. That's not who I was going to say, but that's a very good one.
Eminem, because he tries hard to get canceled. And
He beats you. He cancels himself before.
Yeah, he cancels himself.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, Eminem 100% would be the number one. I think number two, which can be number one as well, Dave Chappelle.
Okay, that's a good one.
Dave Chappelle.
I think if Dave Chappelle did something like
he had a joke.
What Diddy did, I think they would cancel him quick. I think if he did something like I think he's the type of person that people are looking for to do something fucked up and go outside the lines just to hold him accountable. You know what I mean?
Can I try to tell this? I'm gonna try to tell this joke that Dave Chappelle said. Dave Chappelle said is one of his favorite people ever was Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
So one of his good friends in the show business had an opportunity for him to meet Jim Carrey and be around Jim Carrey while he was filming this movie. In this movie that Jim Carrey was filming in, he was playing as this certain character, but he was in character
the whole time.
Sun up for the whole time,
mm-hmm.
right? So even during set, even before and after takes or whatever, people would still have to address him as his character.
Right.
Dave Chappelle, being new to the set at that time, didn't know that, so he was just excited to meet Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like, when he's seeing Jim Carrey, he's like, Jim Carrey. And everybody was like, no, call him, this person. Call him the character that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like weirded out. So like he's like coming up to him like, hey, he's kind of weird. And he's like, okay. So he's having to communicate with him as if
as a different
person. And like Dave Chappelle was saying, like, now here I am. In hindsight, I'm thinking, dude, I was a part of a moment where one of my favorite people in show business was in mode, like was really in mode.
Right.
And at the time, I just didn't enjoy it.
Right.
And then he said, I say all that to say this. That's how I feel about trans people.
Dude, I remember that joke, dude. That is a fucking great joke. That was probably
and like
the best.
that fucked me up because I'm like, dog, Dave, you are a fucking idiot. For you to like do comedy in such a style where it's a whole story and we just sitting there at the edge of our
Forget that he's
seat,
telling
like,
a joke.
You forget you telling you forget he's telling the joke for a minute. You forget.
Dude, like his fucking like
he
his,
just hit you like what?
Yeah, dude, like his stovetop stuffing joke, where he was saying how he tells a joke backwards.
Yeah,
and he was like, he picks out like he'll pick out like a punchline.
Yeah,
and the punchline was so I kicked her right in the pussy.
Yeah,
and then he was telling like a whole story about like stovetop stuffing and like how he was at his friend's house and then they were like, would you like to stay over for dinner, Dave? And he was like, we're having stovetop stuffing. And he was like, yeah, I would love to. And blah blah blah. And then he was like, Dave, I'm sorry, but we ran out of stovetop stuffing. And then he was like, or his mom said that to him, and he was like, so I kicked her right in the pussy. And like he said like a whole joke, like,
right?
It's like where he just wrote the joke
Dave's
around the
genius,
punchline.
man.
He's a genius.
He's a
dude.
genius,
fucking
man.
genius,
Yeah,
dude.
for sure.
Yeah. What do you say we reel it in, dude?
Let's go ahead and reel it in.
All right, let's do it.
while he's reeling it in, make sure you guys head over to our Facebook, BiasedBS. Check out that merch. We got 2 new designs on there for you guys, and of course the classics. So check it out. You see something you like, hit us.
The Jarvis Reed story is out now. Go ahead and check that out, man. Go ahead and zoom in with the picture. Jarvis Reed story, the audio biography. Please stream my shit. Please buy it from places you can buy it.
We'll put all those up on the screen too for you.
I need your love.
Yeah, check him out, man. Follow Meccah Maloh on all social media platforms. We'll post all those right there.
Yes.
And YouTube also. Check him out. Check him out.
Thank y'all for having me too, man. I love y'all.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We loved having you, dude. This was fun.
Yeah.
Super fun. So, I seen that Juicy J gave white people permission to say the N-word. So I just wanted to play this video just to show proof that
it's on the show?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
On the TV.
White people can say it. White people can say it. White people can say it.
So he gave white people permission.
Hell no.
That was pretty cool, right?
I mean, he gave him permission for the
song.
Oh my God. Okay, look, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, people are taking that out of context.
I get it.
All right.
I get it, but then it's like I get it. I get it, but I don't. Here's where I get, and here's where I don't. I'm gonna start where I don't get first. Just perform the song. If they say it, they say it. You don't have to announce.
Well, maybe they're
that.
scared to say it. Maybe
Nah,
don't
they
wanna
obviously were not scared to say it already. So you don't have to. You didn't give them permission before they said it.
Can I say it?
To be on my no.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't. If you were at that show and you said it, bro, absolutely. Bro.
Okay, all right. There.
If you were at that,
I'll take that.
No, it's like, bro, look, there's no way. Look, you being an avid listener to hip hop music, there's no way you're listening to Biggie or Tupac or anybody, and there's no way a white dude that listens to hip hop is reciting a hip hop lyric or a song that they like, bro, with the contents of the N-word in it,
right.
And they're not rapping that. I'm just saying. If I was white, I was rapping a Biggie Smalls verse or like a verse that somebody said the N-word. I like the song. I'm not finna gloss over the N-word.
Yeah.
I don't mean nothing by it. I just rapping the song.
Right.
So I get it. That's the part I get. But don't be up there just like, white people can say it. Like, come on, bro. Like,
This brings me to the video.
too much, bro. You doing too much now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck out of here with that shit.
This reminds me of the video you showed about Drewski with the white face.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, let's play that one. So
God.
did you see how Drewski did the white face?
Like Drewski.
You don't like Drewski? I think he's funny. I mean, some of his shits. But did you see the white face thing, though? Did you see it or no?
Let me see it, man.
All right. Well, so Drewski did a video. This is the context of the video. So we don't have that specific video, but the video was basically he was acting like he was like the white boy on the block with all the other brothers, basically. So there's a picture of what he did, like on the left, but here. This was the response.
Somebody find Drewski for me. Somebody tag Drewski. One thing you can't do, Drewski, that little white boy skit was cool. I ain't lying, but one thing you can't do is some white ends, you ain't gonna never run off the block. I'm just gonna keep a G with you.
They said the white YN is what they call him. He looks like an unk, though. He's not really a YN. He's more of an unk, right?
Yeah, Drewski. Sometimes that white YN shit be really real. That skit was cool and all, but so much you just can't get rid of. So much you just can't run us off the block, baby. That shit don't work like that. It was cool when I seen it. Y'all make sure Drewski see this shit. Some white YNs, baby. It is what it is. untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Put this shit in your video, champ. Yeah.
So that dude took offense to whatever Drewski was. Me personally, I don't get offended by the white face or black face. If you're gonna play a character, if you're doing a skit, I don't see a problem with it.
I don't understand what's going on. So he felt.
So Drewski did a skit, right?
Him being a white man from what appears to be a white man that's cultured from the hood, that's in the hood.
Right.
Bragging about being from the hood, it seems like.
Yeah, he took offense to Drewski's skit as being a white boy, but like he was saying there's always that one white boy on the block.
So he just got himself involved in something that ain't had nothing to do with it.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what it was. This is a total, speaking of left field, out of left field. Shohei Ohtani hit a home run. Watch it. Watch it. Boom. Smacks that kid right in the face. I don't know if you've seen that. We'll get another clip of it here. Watch the kid, like right in the middle, bottom. Boom.
Oh, man. You know, it's easy. Where should I start?
Right now. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm saying, first of all, everybody around that kid sucks.
At catching. They should have caught that.
Everybody sucks.
Everybody
had their glove out. Hey, none of y'all catch the ball for the ball
That's
hit
terrible.
the kid face. You guys suck. Everybody, I really hope somebody that was in that vicinity with gloves out sees this. You suck.
I mean, there was a dad that saved
suck,
his
man.
kid from a flying bat. I mean, come on.
You guys
get
suck,
it together,
man. You
people.
guys suck, bro.
So many people around that kid. Come on.
Suck.
Get it together.
All y'all had, I seen like 5. Can you play the clip again?
Yeah, one more time.
Let's count the gloves. Let's count the motherfuckers around.
It almost seems like, how did it even get?
Like, what the
how did it
fuck?
even hit him?
How, bro? What the fuck is going on? Watch this. Hands out.
Boom.
Hands
There was
out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All
There was like
these
5,
hands
6
out.
hands right in front of that
I thought I
kid.
saw
There's
gloves
no
last
way.
time, but it's hands out.
Well, there was easy glove. There was a glove for sure. There was at least 1 or 2.
I think that was a problem. Everybody was afraid to
Well,
catch
there's a
it with
glove
their
right
hand.
there.
It's a glove right there. The
Yeah.
glove, y'all wasn't even trying to catch it.
Yeah, that was terrible.
So yeah, man, I think so. I blame that on everybody that was around the
Yeah.
kid. You guys suck. None of y'all was really trying to catch the ball for real. And y'all all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all all owe that kid ice cream.
And that ball that hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got 1 or 2 more here. Here we go.
How you doing?
I'm amazing now.
Yeah, I see you be having these people coming through, but ain't no one like no ginger.
What do you do for a living?
Baby, I do everything. And
So I can poop on you?
Sure, why not?
You ever
How you
said-
doing?
I'm amazing now.
Yeah, I see you be having these people coming through, but ain't no one like no ginger.
You heard what
do
she
you
said,
do
Mecca?
for a living?
Can I shit
Baby,
on
I do everything. And
So I can poop on you?
Sure, why not?
you? She gonna eat it.
I think that was a.
Hey
Fake
man,
video. I think they just
yeah.
It might have been, but I mean, it could have been one of those like dating.
You know, I hate those shows. I hate those.
where they
I hate
pop the
those-
balloons. How about those?
I hate all those
Yeah,
shows.
those are stupid.
Did you see the skit with Dave Chappelle when he did the popping balloon thing? He does one with Glorilla, and he's pretending like he's popping the balloons, you know? Oh, no, girls are popping the balloons, and he comes out as, who was the character that he played with at the Players Ball?
Oh, Buck Nasty.
Buck Nasty. Yeah. No.
Or yeah, the other dude. I know what you're talking about.
He comes out as him,
Yeah.
and he's like popping the girl. It was funny, dude. You
I
gotta
never
watch
seen
video.
that, dude. I gotta see that one. All right, I got one more.
What's with the pooping shit, man? Y'all gotta stop that.
What?
Hey,
No,
man,
I didn't.
where the camera at? Right here. Hey, y'all gotta stop that shit, man.
We don't even play.
No,
poop
wait.
videos.
No. This goes out. Look, for real, man. Hey, look, I don't have no problem with nobody. Like, if you like to eat ass, Eat ass, bro. Do your thing, bro. But like, don't come around. That's why motherfuckers don't smoke weed with no more, with nobody no
That's
more,
true.
man.
That is true.
'Cause
I
y'all
thought you were
be-
talking. I thought you were directing that.
Y'all be
towards us.
eating
I'm sorry.
ass and then be wanting to go smoke weed with motherfuckers, man. It has to stop.
Yeah, it does.
And I think
That's gross.
You know what, dudes? Why y'all like? I don't know your sex preferences, but letting the chick eat your ass is crazy. Eating the chick ass, do your thing, but just don't come around and share blunts with people.
Right. Imagine that position you're getting into to have your girl do that. Like the position you're putting your body into when she's doing that. Like, how does that make you feel as a man?
Right.
Anyways, let's get into the last video. All right. Here's the last video. What do you think about this, Meccah?
In the womb, my mom's umbilical cord wrapped around my hand, causing
Gee,
my other
folks.
3 fingers to not develop. They were actually webbed together. I had surgery to separate them. Now baby hand is perfect.
Hey, you think she gives a discount on her nails?
In the womb,
Do you think
my
she's ever
mom's
gone as
Hey
T-Rex for
man,
Halloween?
look,
around my
man,
hand,
bless this
causing my
one.
other
I'll
two
take back the
fingers to not
GD
develop.
folks,
When I was
man.
born,
I
my
know
fingers
disrespecting
were
nobody,
fused together. You could tell they were
but damn, that was the first thing that came to my mind. That's no disrespect
developed. When
to
I
the
was born,
folks.
my fingers were fused together.
Do you think she's
could tell
ever
they were
gone
two
as the-
different
as a
bones, but they were
T-Rex for
actually
Halloween?
webbed
She
together.
probably
I had
has.
surgery to separate
Leave her
them.
alone, man. She can't help that,
Her
man.
baby hand is so
God.
cute.
She's still cute,
Her
though.
baby hand is so
Cord
cute.
wrapped around my hand,
She's
causing
still cute. Y'all shut up, man. Y'all still smash.
Hey, no comment. But
See, still
you
say
know,
y'all still
I mean,
smash, man. She,
I could look
she's
past
still
that,
cute.
though.
Yeah.
That,
She's
that
still
wouldn't
cute.
bother me. And I'd tell all the Asian ladies when she pick a color, I'd tell her, like, look, man, she only got 7. So you got to do something about
Hey,
that.
you
We're
know,
not
every
paying
time
full.
she wave
We're not
at
paying
you-
for full 10.
every time she wave at you, she always gonna be peace.
Right. All right,
I'm
y'all.
dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, young lady. You're very beautiful. You're very beautiful.
She is very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
Absolutely. For sure.
How you post that? How you put
So,
that picture?
You think she can count by 2s?
I'm dead.
You think she only counts by 2s? No, I'm just kidding. No.
God damn.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up, everybody. Thank you once again, Meccah, for stopping by, man.
Thank
We
y'all,
appreciate
man.
that.
This is
Make
lit.
sure you guys get the album. Let's put it back up on there. The
The Jarvis Reed story, the audio
Jarvis
biography,
Reed
man.
story, the audio biography.
I got some
Check
new
it
shit
out.
coming out too, man.
Check
Please
it
get
out.
that album.
Definitely check it out, man. It's a banger. It's definitely a banger. I listened to it. So make sure you guys are also following us on Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, all those social media sites. Smash that like button over there. Share the video. Make sure you guys are commenting and subscribing in the bottom right corner also. We appreciate that, everybody.
And as always, make sure you guys check out our Facebook, BiasedBS. Check out that new merch. If you like, hit us up at BiasedBS@gmail.com. Let us know where to send it to, and we'll get it right to you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And remember, guys, this is where your opinion doesn't matter, kind of like psychics. It's not real. All right, take care.